Startup Podcast PH is co-produced by Sprout Solutions, Aperon, Tuala, Simph, Secuna, Maroon Studios, and Aim High. Check out our partners in the description.
Welcome sa Startup Podcast PH, inspiring more Filipino entrepreneurs and innovators. Andito tayo ngayon sa Sipugad TBI, Startup Incubator in Central Philippine University in Iloilo City. We have Pack Up, where packaging meets possibilities, and its co-founders, Jed Mamosto, Denler Tumalay, Freya Kayabyab, and Matt Henito. Hello, kamusta?
Hello.
Kamusta naman kayo? Kamusta ngayong umaga? This Friday morning here in CPU.
So far, this is quite nice morning. And actually, I think my co-founders are also excited to be here. They had, what to call this? They arrived early with a call time. So, yeah, I think everyone's
Yan.
excited to be here.
And excited ang ating mga i-interview ngayon. Ano? So, Pack Up, actually, I've heard din na CPU is actually good in engineering and in packaging technology. Ano? So,
Yes.
I guess that's why na lumabas din ang ganitong startup dito. But, yeah, I let you do the introduction. Ano? So, ano nga ba ang Pack Up?
So basically, Pack Up is a packaging and technology development startup. So we quite focus right now on consultancy and management. So we also do different services. No, meron kaming labeling. Aside from the consultancy, we had the labeling. Meron din kaming tech transfer and personal training. At the same time, packaging design. We also do tech solutions, which is just for the background, no, ng ating mga viewers. We had the first collaboration of two flagship programs ni CPU, which is packaging engineering at the same time software engineering. Yes. So we have here Jed, actually. Siya yung one of our software engineers. So
Sige, maybe you can give the mic to Jed and say hi lang din.
Hello po.
Ayan,
So, yes, I believe Matt mentioned no, na this CPU's banner programs in terms of software engineering and packaging engineering. And I think CPU's the only university in the Philippines to be providing these courses or programs in nationwide. No? So I think it's really nice to have a collaboration finally.
And siguro just to be clear lang sa ating mga audience, ano, when we say packaging, sige, ano nga bang packaging? And ano ba yung mga pinapackage natin dito?
So packaging or packaging engineering. So first of all, it is the first and only in the Philippines na course. So when we say packaging, essentially we can say anything, any product that needs packaging or needs protection from environmental hazards. And it's a very diverse industry.
Sige, let's give some products. Let's give some. So, for example, maybe sabon, kunwari. Kasi, let's say liquid soap. Kasi may dalawang packaging dun, di ba? Packaging ba, tama ba? Packaging yung container mismo? And yung
Yes.
package pa ng container.
Yes.
Right?
Essentially from the product, you have the primary packaging, which is usually makita natin yung bottles, squeezable bottles, sachets, refills. And after that, we have secondary, which is bigger batches or by 6, by 12s, and tertiary packaging, which is corrugated boxes or as we call carton that is used for shipment.
So, to add lang po, no, sir, the background of basically just to add kung ano yung packaging. So, it's actually anything that performs the functions of a package, which is to contain, for utilization, and to communicate at the same time is to protect kung product. Just also to add yung kay Denler. So, for example, meron tayong coffee dito. The product here is actually the coffee. Then, yung primary packaging niya is yung cup.
Yeah.
Because primary packaging focuses on the interaction or the direct contact of the product at yung package. Then, the same naman yung sa second and the third. So, yeah. Basically.
But actually, that's very correct. Ano, yun parang two main purposes nga ng packaging. First, to protect along the transportation. Kasi ano yun, from production, pwedeng i-transfer pa sa warehouse, storage, and then sa mga distributors, sa mga retailers. So, kailangan talagang may protection siya pag dinadala siya kung saan-saan. And actually, that's also correct yung communication nga. Kasi nasa packaging yung mga branding eh. And even like yung mga details like paano ba i-handle ito, ano ba yung mga laman. So, it's also like a sort of parang medium for communication to the end consumers kung ano ba yung laman. Kung ano yung pinoprotektahan. And ayun, so actually you mentioned kanina na first and only
in the Philippines.
packaging engineering course sa Philippines,
Philippines.
dito sa CPU.
Yes.
Wow, actually, I only learned that now, ano. But sige, another thing also that I learned kasi recently when I went here to Iloilo is very good opportunity ang packaging company business sa Iloilo kasi most of the packaging suppliers ay maybe outside Iloilo. Tama ba yun? And that's why parang yun din opportunity that opens for you. And I think yun din yung parang challenge kumbaga that you're solving eh. Kumbaga in Iloilo City, there's a local packaging supplier. Is that right?
So just to educate also yung mga viewers natin, no, we could call someone a supplier if they're the one really producing
Okay.
the materials,
Okay.
let's say. So, yung mga nakikita natin dito sa local in Western Visayas, they're more of distributors and retailers. So, yung mga suppliers talaga nasa labas ng
I
Panay
see.
Island.
Gets.
So,
Okay.
it's what we call this, it's a diverse industry wherein hindi lang kasi yung fino-focus natin to one material. So, ang mga suppliers kasi we focus on different materials like yung paper, plastic, glass, and wood. So, basically, yun din yung 4 na materials na ginagamit sa packaging. At the same time, metal. So, most of the companies na mga malalaki at nagpo-produce ng mga materials na yun nasa labas ng Panay Island.
So, ang nangyayari, parang yung packaging companies here in Iloilo, they first import, although hindi naman necessarily from abroad, ano, pwedeng import from other parts of the Philippines. And then, sila yung parang co-connect with the mismong manufacturers dito for packaging. Right?
Yes. So, basically po, yung mga nandito sa Iloilo, they're more of printing suppliers.
Yes.
Wherein sila yung lang yung nagko-convert ng mga materials into packaging.
And now, you aim to have an in-house as well. As in, you also plan to have like production ba ng packaging dito?
Yeah, actually, sir, we look forward to have that in the near future, no? So, we started basically in the consultancy because we wanted to empower first our MSMEs with the importance of packaging. Kasi the effect of education in packaging is really, what we call this, really essential. I have an illustration there in our monitor. Which is a good example. Shout out also to Ragumo, no? So, this is one of my first projects, which was actually in partnership with Ragumo and Department of Packaging Engineering. So, we had this with my team. We had this 6 months in the making. So, yung nasa kabila in the right-hand side, left-hand side is their old packaging, and then yung bago, yung nandito. So, just yesterday, we actually had a business breakfast with the owner of Ragumo. So, we wake up early just to have this meeting with them. And we're so glad, no, yesterday that they informed us that last year, before we had that packaging development, they're just part of the top 100 merchants sa Grab. And now, they're part of the top 20 25 bracket of Grab. So just the increase sa half year na yon from the 6 months to we have delivered that June of 2024. And the results came in for last year was December 2024. So that's the metrics na provided. So I hope everybody sees the importance of packaging in terms of their businesses.
First and foremost, si Ragumo ay ano ang
si Ragumo ay they're what they call this fast food chain of
ano mapagkain ng
chicken pops.
Chicken pops with rice din ba?
Yes.
Wow, sarap naman nun. So, sige, just to highlight kasi kanina you mentioned nga na may dalawang main purposes ang packaging, which is yung protection and communication. I guess dito parang ginamit ako din yung branding, yung identity ni Ragumo. So, yun yung parang communication parts. And siguro para mas ma-entice maybe ang ibang Iloilo MSMs dyan. So, for example nga kay Ragumo, can you speak like specifically in the protection side and then in the communication side, paano na-uplift kumbaga ni Pack Up ang kanilang business? You mentioned na kanila sa yung sa parang yung metrics na na-improve, but
okay.
let's para pag-usapan natin in that sense.
So yung sa Ragumo, my previous team actually we had done that for the academic year kasi. So we were not yet established at the time, but we had that project. So one thing that we considered is first ang product nila. So when we consider product, we check what's the needs of the product. So we evaluated kasi yung product nila, they're more on saucy types, fried. So the product is exposed to
Kailangan
the
hindi masisira yung
environment.
karton pag
Yes,
nung
exactly,
sauce.
sir.
Hindi lalambot yung
Mm.
sauce. Oo.
Tapos yun. So we also we had done some tests na when we put holes or meron siyang vents, yung sauce, they're using thick sauce. And once the thick sauce is exposed to air, it's getting thicker and thicker and thicker.
Yeah.
So mas nahihirapan yung mga consumers to eat the food, especially kung medyo sticky na. And because also it's sweet. Now for the communication, actually that we had that template. I mean that entire packaging revised. So we had our own technical drawing. We had our own assessment. At the same time, I don't have a picture nga lang. Pero we had done that to be Ragumo is quite focused on maintaining one size fits all for their products kasi same lang naman. So, we were able to have an innovation for that na yung packaging nila for single meal can be used for family meals.
Oh, wow. Papagkasya pa rin.
So, that's the innovation we have done
Mhm.
there. So, sa graphics naman, we focused more on the branding that Ragumo has already had. And basically, yeah, we just pattern yung branding na existing na Ragumo to the branding that can be seen sa packaging.
Yeah, actually ang ganda nga eh. Actually ang ganda. So, aside from Ragumo or aside from like food, maybe for what other MSMEs maybe yung pwede niyong matulungan? Or are you focusing now on food, on restaurants, on food MSMEs?
Right now, food, most of the MSMEs given Iloilo is now a city of gastronomy.
Ay, oo nga pala.
So,
Yes.
yeah, most of MSMEs usually mga local produce like banana chips,
Yes.
cassava,
Sige,
and
banana
peanuts,
chips for
like that.
example.
Yes.
Ang dati kasi parang uso is ano siya, plastic basically no na. So how do you plan to change that or to innovate that? Sige,
For now,
baka may ideas yan, no?
if you want to answer. Baka gusto niyo makilala.
Na-introduce ko naman na kanina si Miss Freja. But yeah, sige, go
Hindi
ahead.
kasi madami na ngayong mga banana chips, kamote chips. So ngayon is dati is naka-plastic and is usually naka-container na siya. Yung mga
What kind of container ba ito? Plastic? I mean, parang mga matigas. Hindi na yung parang plastic na malambot. Kundi plastic
yes po.
na yeah.
With
Yung parang mga
siya,
lalagyan
may
ng
mga
Pringles, ganun ba? Or parang karton? Paano ba?
and then usually kasi dito ngayon is container siya na plastic din siya pero may like naka-seal na siya.
Okay. Okay.
Metal din.
Yung parang ano ba to? Parang ziplock na mas matigas na ano. Tama ba?
Hindi siya ziplock.
Hindi siya
Is like bilog talaga siya na
As in solid yun, no? As in,
yes.
Okay.
Yan na ngayon yung mga
So I think why siya better palabas dun sa packaging na simple plastic? Yung ganun, yung bago.
kasi pag plastic pag open mo hindi mo na siya ma-close. So yun is like may lid siya.
Okay.
So yung kasi so soft yung
Yes,
yung
pag hindi na sila na
chips
mabuti,
kapag hindi.
magiging
Yes.
makunat nga eh.
Yes
Magiging,
po.
Ayun, actually, sige, do you have anything to add?
And also, there are many trends, like stand-up pouches na resealable. It's very
Yes.
evident na.
Yun yung parang, flexible din siya, pero matibay. I mean,
Matibay siya.
nakakatayo, di ba? Nakakatayo, oo.
But when it comes to, physical properties and also sustainability, which sometimes different materials is hard to recycle. So, when it comes to pack up, giving solutions, so we're going mostly on, we're advocating like monomaterials. Like it's only one material, so it's easy to recycle. And so basically that's it. No,
Yeah.
it's easy to recycle
Yeah.
and it's good for the
Actually,
environment.
Ito. I think this will wrap up or what you call this, break the misconception ng iba. In our field, hindi kasi kami gumagawa ng packaging without considering the needs of the product. Kasi most of the people right now, or let's say yung halos ng mga MSME, once they find or nakahanap sila ng magandang packaging, they think of what product to put in that packaging just simply because they wanted to use that packaging. Now, in our field, we're doing the what do you call this? The opposite. We are we're not just simply compromising the marketing needs, but we're also compromising kung ano talaga yung need ng product kasi the packaging might meet my personal requirements, but hindi naman ako yung product. So I will not be the one to decide if I'm suitable for that. So I think that's the importance ng expertise ng packaging engineering in the market.
Yeah, and I think ito yung main value nyo actually as a startup in penetrating the market. Kasi parang dati, very dominant, very powerful ang suppliers, yung kumbaga and then sila yung mag-release ng supply ng packaging. And then, yung mga MSMEs, mag-a-adapt dun sa available ng packaging na product na meron sila. Now, you are offering this solution na, yun nga, ma-design talaga yung packaging based on the MSME themselves, right?
That's a very important essence talaga, sir, when you do this because in our expertise ng aming startup, we do the product and package matching. So we do tests, we do analytics, and we also do professional recommendations for that. Kasi naman, I think it would be very, practical na, let's say, sorry sa mga viewers, you have your peanuts or yung mga maninyo sa plastic bottles. But why?
Okay.
So, I think that's one thing that we wanted to break also na.
So, may part din pala siya na parang kasi sometimes nga yung MSME, hindi naman siya super knowledgeable sa kung ano yung best packaging for their product. So, you actually also do that for them. Really, ayun nga, matching the
package and product matching.
Package and product matching. Ayun. Sige, so para lang din malinaw sa ating mga MSME. And I guess parang kay Rago mo nga ano naman it can give you ROI So parang yung the service that you offer, of course, they will pay you, no?
Yes.
For that consultancy and for everything. It's kind of end-to-end rin, for you to them. And then, well, there's a case naman na there's an ROI, return of investment. So I guess that's how you really offer value to these MSMEs. Pero just to make it clear, ano yung magiging parang process? So, parang end-to-end kayo, no? So, for example, may MSME na nakikinig ngayon, maybe meron siyang restaurant sa Iloilo, and they want to get their services. So, ano yung parang magiging process nung buong yun?
So, when they come to us, so first we'll talk about first, that is the consultation or initial evaluation of the needs of the product, the problems of their current packaging, if they don't have any packaging, so the problem of the product which is they face, that usually the problems are usually nagko-cause ng damage sa product that cuts their profits, and then by that we start problem solving. And then we provide also their labeling that nagko-comply sa mga government standards, because it's one of the main challenges of the MSMEs that they get stuck on being an MSME and they don't scale their business or put themselves into the shelves. So mga supermarkets like SM, Save More, like some local
I think yung mga yun nga, some of them, if you want to be put on those big retail stores, you need to have a certain level of packaging for the branding. Kasi hindi naman pwedeng kung ano lang yung naka-display dyan sa mga groceries, sa mga shops, diba? But anyway, continue.
So, with that, we have labeling requirements. You can't just put your products without complying. So we have to cater also that, and also we have to design we have packaging design, and we have to also tailor these solutions, not just by our own problem solving or decision making, but also we have to cater what you want, what you need, and the client and us will meet halfway to create the best and optimal packaging solution for the product.
So first, basically address their gap. So ano ba yung problem sa current packaging nila, and then you design.
Yes.
So that yun yung parang consultancy and design part. How about the production?
So let me just walk you through. So this is what everything Dendler said. You know, ito nga yung sinasabi namin na this illustration might be very, what you call this, simple. It looks very simple. But the advantage here is, or the problem that we're trying to also solve is, everybody thinks also na yung when you do packaging, it's just, let's say, meet tayo ngayon, bigay mo sa akin bukas. So, it's not actually like that. So, we had the process.
Yun yung nakasanayan kasi dati na available naman kasi din pipili nila. Although yun nga, hindi general siya, hindi siya specific.
So, this illustration might be very simple, no? From checking yung consultation, tas gagawa kami ng recommendation, then we tailor that, and of course, the feedbacking. Then, basically, sasabihin nila, we deliver. But the problem here is, in the industry, no, it took years, or it's taking you that long to develop a packaging. You can't say na, let's say si Brand X, may bago silang release, tas may release na naman sila next year, next day, or next month. So, yung packaging nila, hindi yan siya, ginagawa overnight. So, it took them years. That's in the industry. Now, sa amin naman sa academe, before, yung mga seniors namin, it took them also a year, 1 year, academic year, to do their packaging development. Now, yung sa amin, we were able to expedite it to 6 months. Now, with Pack Up, we wanted to cut that short because yung kinikater nga namin MSME.
Yeah.
And if they wanted to upscale, it's very essential to, what they call this, to consider also time.
Yeah.
Kasi
Agility in the
time is
market.
also money.
Yeah.
So, what we have here is the advantage also ni Pack Up, which is here, the picture comes in for our technological innovation. We have PackSense. So, I think Jed is the most suitable one to talk about PackSense.
PackSense.
All right. So, yeah, very funny thing, no? I'm the only non-packaging technology aware guy here. But recently lang naman, we got a chance to really dive deep on the concept. So, meron na akong konting idea. So, on the side naman of the technology, as Matt has mentioned, the process takes a lot of time. 6 months, imagine that. And as you guys mentioned, time is money. So, we recognize that. And the technology side, or at least in my department, my job is to create solutions internally for us in order to cut that down. So first up, PackSense. Matt mentioned PackSense. So for now, what we wanted to do was cut down the time on consultation. I think since that's the start of the process, that's where you gather your requirements and identify the problems. And communication is very essential. So based on our recent talks, we've identified a process where we can eliminate at least from 2 weeks na consultation period, maybe to just 1 day na lang. Process na yun na identify namin was that maybe we can create something like automation, integrate AI into the mix, since that's all the buzz right now, right? And basically have that as a preliminary like filtering of the information before they can schedule a meeting with our packaging engineers. So, ganyan, 2 weeks to 1 day, that's the goal for the technology side.
Yeah, I think pwede yun, no? Parang, I think with ChatGPT now, na sobrang talino na, parang smart recommendation din, no? Na,
yes.
Basically, inputs doon yung mga, or prompts doon yung needs nung MSME. And then, ChatGPT will give like primary ideas. And then, of course, kailangan din mo sa packaging engineer to actually do the design. Pero incorporated na talaga yung mga inputs na yun. So, I think, kaya siya in yung process na yun. Ilang weeks or days lang.
Yes. So, yung ganyang process, actually, 30 minutes lang.
Okay.
Kaya na.
Wow.
So, yung ganyan.
From 1 year to 30 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, sa consultation lang, So, ganun, Danler mentioned kasi, we were talking, ang main problem niya when it comes to consultation is sometimes the client doesn't really know what they need or what they want. So hopefully with the use of an AI, we are able to basically provide reference to the client. Hello sir, ganito po pala yung itsura, ganito yung specifications, and mas mabilis ma-confirm ng client yung anong gusto nila.
Yeah. I think pwede yun kasi yung bago nga ngayon si Google Notebook LM, pwede ka maglagay na doon ng mga journal articles, scientific references. And I think sa packaging ganun din naman na. So parang yun yung prompt basically, yung text na yun, yung body of knowledge na yun. Maybe packaging literature. And then i-mix nyo yung needs ni client. And then boom, you have a solution. Baka pwede nga magpa-drawing na rin kayo sa AI kung ano yung maging itsura
Yes,
ng ano.
pwede po. Ganon.
And anyway, so one-stop shop si PackSense ng consulting. Yung production nga for example, you need to mass produce that for the client So, once okay na yung design, lahat-lahat, kailangan ba siya i-produce for the client?
Yes.
So, paano naman
So, well, for now, we focus more on the consultancy. Until if we put it into the time frame or yung roadmap, right now hanggang prototyping kami. So after we do the consultancy, we develop your product and we provide you with the mock-ups or prototypes. After that, once the client and the us agreed already that it can be mass produced, we will be the ones to connect with the suppliers, which is a huge advantage also para sa amin kasi we have this vast network of alumni from CPU, packaging engineers also that works in the industry of suppliers,
mga manufacturing ng
distributors.
packaging mismo.
Yeah. So they will be the ones to be able to convert that right now. So what we envision right now is to do that, and later on, baka we could have the first company in the Western Visayas to do conversion aside from just simply printing and then doing the packaging. So right now, that's our goal. Kasi it's not hindi naman lahat ng MSME need yung di ba? Mass produced. So what we're trying to do here is also to negotiate. Kasi si client or si MSME hindi naman siya marunong mag-negotiate in terms of packaging to suppliers. So we have this kind of negotiations na baka hindi to kaya yung mga 500 pieces, 500,000 pieces or 50,000 pieces. Maybe pwede staggered natin or we could do arrangements wherein our consultancy or backup basically be the ones to negotiate with the supplier. Kasi mahirap naman yung ikaw yung nakikipag-negotiate na hindi mo naman alam yung field, di ba?
Yeah.
So that's a huge advantage, ma'am. At the same time, yung network talaga na binibigay ni CPU at the same time ng mga nag-graduate na packaging engineers. So I think if we will be graduating, we're part of the bracket pa na around 300 to 350 packaging engineers in the entire Philippines.
Okay.
So ayun.
Yeah, kuhang-kuha niya pa ang industry ng packaging.
Yes.
But so basically one-stop shop ng design, yung consultancy, and then for production, then although yung production sa ngayon is parang third party. But I think that's better nga na imbis na yung packaging yung kakausapin, yung supplier yung kakausapin mo ng MSME, kayo with the expertise. And also parang yung mga may mga yung parang batch discounts ganyan. So I think it's better na sa inyo lahat and then kayo yung naka-connect. Kumbaga kayo yung bridge. Ito kayo, maraming MSMEs and then kayo yung nasa mga supplier, kayo na-connect sa mga supplier.
Yes. And one of the features na we were discussing with Jet and the entire team ng packaging at software development team to possibly have remote consultations. Kasi we also do cater consultations na outside Western Visayas. So I think just last month we had someone from Quezon City. So they were
Yan, dami pa niyan. Ang dami pa niyan sa buong Pilipinas.
So
ang dami nang pwede niyong makuha.
That's one of the considerations nga. We could still do our business here while you're away. So it's nice na especially if MSMEs are or doesn't have the time to visit us or we don't have the capacity to go there.
Yeah, tsaka pwede naman remote naman. Pwede naman remote kasi even if andito kayo yung utak nga for the design and even if for the production, pwede kayo kumag-usap ng supplier sa Quezon City.
Yes.
So dadaan lang sa inyo remotely pero dun pa rin naman yung physical na nangyayari.
Yeah.
Is payroll processing taking too much of your time? Introducing Sprout Payroll Starter. For as low as 5,000 pesos per month, you get a team of experts to help you with your payroll and HR needs. We'll help compute and process payroll, handle all your government compliance requirements, and automate timekeeping. Leave the payroll to us so you can focus on growing your business. Enjoy peace of mind with Sprout Payroll Starter. Trust the digital future with Twala. Secure and tamper-proof digital signature. Electronic notarization service. And custom AI agents for intelligent document workflows. Visit twala.io to learn more. In today's digital world, your organization needs more than just technology. It needs a strategic partner. At Symph, we build web and mobile apps that drive innovation for startups, enterprises, and organizations worldwide. Visit symph.co today.
Protect your assets from bugs before bad hackers exploit them. And launch your products seamlessly with Sukuna, your trusted partner in cybersecurity. Receive reports in real time and work with security experts to find bugs in your products before others do. Let's make your security our priority.
Ayun. So, pack up. Punta naman natin ang stories, ano. So, ayan. So, kasi kayo ay mga student.
Yes.
So, this is actually very exciting kasi given that you're students, you're already doing this startup and napaka-knowledgeable nyo actually sa packaging. So, siguro ano muna, paano kayo nagkakilala and paano nyo na-decide gawin ang pack-up as a startup? Not just like thesis, a research, or something na for your subject, but why did you decide to do this and join Sipuga TBI?
So before we
Lahat kayo
actually form this group, if you're going to put a common denominator between the founders here, I'm the common friend of everybody here. So I'm friends with Jet, I'm friends with Denler, I'm friends with Freya. So basically, I did what they call this. I did the startup before with Jed also. That's where we of course work with. And Denler is also my friend from packaging, and we also do projects also.
Your packaging.
She is. I had I think out of all the startups here right now in the Sipugad, I think Pack Up is the most diverse in terms of student talent. Well, technically not all student talents. So Freya here is civil engineer ring.
Okay.
But not from CPU, formerly Centralian.
So where?
So yun, Freya is not actually from CPU. Pero galing siya ng CPU.
Also, last year I transferred school, and then Matt randomly randomly asked me that he wants to get me in his startup. So I just agree without knowing that this startup is this big. So I'm just like, until now, I'm just medyo lost pa and medyo shocked since I'm civil engineering and this business or this startup is in packaging. So I'm
civil engineering ba may packaging din? Why did you get her civil engineering expertise?
Okay. So, okay. Feel ko naman it's all going to point back to me. So I'll think I answer.
So ikaw talaga nag-start?
Basically, I am the founder.
Okay.
So we had this startup because first, the banner program of Sipugad is ICT for Sustainable and Creative Food Industry. Now, as part of that banner program, it's essential for the backbones of this ICT and, of course, basically, creative city of gastronomy, ang Iloilo. So that backbone is packaging. Now, I also envision that packaging will not only be for multinationals. That's why we have here to bring these resources available to our MSMEs. So the thing that pops up to my mind actually is who I'm gonna work with. So basically, I had the background with everybody in my team. So I also value team composition.
Yeah, that's good actually. That's good.
Before, It's not my first time to handle what we call this teams. It's not my first time to handle what we call this working groups. So I really focus more on the skills and what we call this what can you offer to the table wherein you will be an asset. Because I don't want to hire someone or work with someone that could just simply replace. Now, with everybody's expertise here, they're really an asset in the team. So with Frasier, I got her. We had the restructuring already. This is the second cycle of restructuring of the startup. So the first, she's more onto the finance. It's because she has actually a business. She runs a business, and then I think I took that into consideration that I could do finances. That's why I took her in for that role.
At saka ang mga civil pala magaling sa project management.
Yes,
Kasi civil
exactly.
engineer.
Now that's the second thing. When we did this restructuring about say 3 weeks ago, I took her in first as an asset in terms of finances. Now, when we do restructuring, we kind of focus more on what you're good at. So Frasier is good at getting things done. So that's basically the role of a COO. Because she's really good in project management. So my point here is, I always tell her na, ay niligay nun, kaya mo gani makapatapos ang isa ka balay? How much a packaging lang? So in Tagalog naman, kaya mo nga makapatapos ng isang bahay, how much more kung packaging?
Okay.
So that's what I'm pointing out to her, that that the restructuring was actually really essential for her.
Yeah.
And syempre, she's not of course right now this tree is navigating with the tech and of course cross functioning with each other. Now for Denler, technically basically packaging.
Packaging. Kabuti pala. Yung packaging.
Yes, I'm also
okay. So
packaging.
kayong dalawa ay packaging.
Yes.
Dito. Okay.
And then Zed. So we had the startup before. It's Unihub. So if you're familiar, I was part of Unihub. So our story as friends are also different. Our story as what we call this to join into a team is also different. Because when he asked me to join his startup before, he what we call this. This is what I'm saying, that opportunities doesn't always come in a silver platter to you. So Jed asked me to join his startup 2023 August. I said no. I keep on saying no until a month after. We went out for a night out. So he bring me to this pub, and then another friend of ours also. So basically pinagitnaan nila ako. Then they put a drink and drink and drink and drink. They get me drunk. And then eventually they simply nonchalantly offer, okay, so do you want to join the startup? And then most of the people there, they said, no, he's too busy. He cannot do that anymore. So when those people went out for a dance and some of them went to the CR, Jed said, okay, so do you want to join? then basically I just said, and I stood up. Then we shake hands and everybody in the pub clapped hands and they say, hey, you. So everyone is saying that. And then eventually we worked until, then we had some stuff to discover. And then the second time, so
and
this
ngayon,
time,
and ngayon ikaw naman yung
no. So the second time is this for the pack up. So I was doing what we call this, a job posting on the other room, so in the incubation room. So Jed saw that I was doing something, so he is just asking some stuff, and then he nonchalantly what we call this went near. Then he said, you know what I can offer to you is like this, like that, like that. Tapos I said, yeah, well, we'll see. Because I said that we're quite considering a CTO for now. So, you know what? This is what I can offer, blank, blank, blank. So I was thinking, okay, Jed wants to join. Tapos, after 5 minutes, he went back again and he said,
wow.
He said again, basta ha? Basta ha? He just said like that, and then he went out. So I think the time that actually took me, it didn't. What we call this? He didn't what you call this. Gave me the doubt or the second thought of not what we call this, accepting him. So I just walk it through with my team. Then basically they have no choice. So he hopped Jed in. So Jed is part of the group, but I
Mm.
want them to tell also
Yeah.
the story on their
Yeah.
perspective.
Ano ang side ng kwento sa inyo? Yeah.
So, in my part, siguro, I was scammed by Matt. Joke lang.
Nabudol.
The first was an introduction. Yes, so. And I don't really know if it is really a startup or just a packaging development project. He was like, 6 months lang to. You have to do some packaging development. We already took it as an academic subject. It will be easy. And that's a scam. But I actually enjoyed my time here in Pack-Up, and also with that to practice what we have learned in the academy. Also, it's
That's good.
an avenue of growth, not just it's not a stop, but also it could lead to bigger things, man, given the opportunities and of course the advocacy. And I have also this advocacy to to help MSMEs or these local products that is part of our not just in Ilonggo identity but also identity as a Filipino. So it is a good avenue, not just a place where to earn, to have work, but also it's an advocacy for
we like that, yes. Bale kung si Matt I guess I'm guessing you're like the CEO, no? Si Freja yung COO, si Denler, no, ay
CPDO.
ano yung CPDO?
Packaging Development Officer.
Okay. So pinaka expertise for the expertise. And sige next, si Jed, no, the CTO.
Yes.
Okay.
So obviously, I am the CTO of Pack-Up.
And what's your background nga? What's your course?
Software engineering po.
Software engineering. Okay.
So, quick background din siguro on one. Like, as Matt mentioned,
Para pantay-pantay naman ang pagkwento natin dito ng ano.
na we've been doing startups. For me, I've actually been doing like a lot of startups already. So I started like mga 17 ako. And I ventured in a lot of, well, mostly tech industries. I love tech since I was a kid. So I've done robotics. I've done yung UniHub. It was a marketplace for students. And yes, and then Matt. So I realized his skill set back then, no? And funny, ngayon, nagkabaliktad siya naman yung boss. So funny talaga. Pero yes, so ayun, yung UniHub, it was just startup for like maybe a year. I think it was one of the first startups here in CPU. And actually, I think, ayun pa siya.
Yeah, UniHub.
Yes,
sa mga
UniHub,
logo ng mga
ganon.
student startups yan, ano?
Yes.
Yung mga yan. Yeah.
Puro student
Ni CPU.
startups. So, ayun, no. For me, on my end, I guess I've come to a self-realization that being a CEO might not be for me. And it's very hard kasi I also realized na my passion is more for like creating technology rather than navigating a business talaga. So, ayun. Once I saw the job posting, Matt said, no, I said to myself, I'm tired. I'm really tired of being a CEO. Maybe it's time for me to look for someone I can trust. And luckily, gayon, I know Matt. And Matt is such a very reliable person. And I don't really want to work for someone I can't trust. And I saw the opportunity. I know Matt can pull off something like this. So that's why I joined. I even kind of forced them to join. To allow me to join. Ayun. Kaya, yeah. So I think it was a really good opportunity for being part of Pack-Up.
Yeah, tsaka okay din yun na parang you really find your talents. Kumbaga, yun nga, you really know who you are then and you really find, kumbaga, where your talent and your personality is most suitable. Kumbaga na ginagawa mo. Ayun. So, grabe, yun pala ang inyong kwento, ano?
Yes.
No, meron pa ba? Meron pa.
Yes.
Shoutout na lang natin sila para. Sige,
So,
shoutout na lang.
on my team siguro, no, we have another Matt. So, funny, Matthew din ako. So, sa team namin, meron kaming 3 Matt. So, another a team member I have on my software development team is Matthew Ledesma and Michael Pagayonan. So, Michael Pagayonan is also, I believe you will be meeting with him later as well.
Okay.
He's the CTO of another team, but also working as a developer here. So, very flexible kami in that sense.
Yes. May shoutout pa ba kayo na, sino ba?
I think under my team, I have two is shout out kay Josh Wayne, focus on your studies. And Akads muna, Akads. And also si Trixie, which is also third year packaging engineer here.
Meron pa? Sino ba?
Well, this is as what I've said earlier, we are very diverse. And aside from having students, we also have faculties in our team. So we have two consultants. We have one consultant, which is Ma'am Lex. If you're watching, see you later. So we have Ma'am Alexa. She is an industry expert. She had been in the industry for quite some time. And then she decided she wanted to take the path of teaching and imparting the knowledge. So on the story naman, on her background, I just simply asked her and then she said yes. So it's not a scam, but direct confrontation. Ma'am, gusto mo o ayaw mo? Then she said actually yes. And then to Sir Ron naman, he's our industry and academe consultant because aside from having an industry expert, he has been also in the academe for quite some time. So they're both good in R&D and of course in the industry. So it's very nice to have a team that not just simply focus on their technical skills, but also what reality is. So they're the ones also to help us navigate the industry, really. So because we're just a small company and we're facing huge multinationals as competitors. So that's our advantage. Now, I think so far that's for the team. So we have quite job postings, man. We're looking for marketings and other stuff. So that's what we're saying also. We're quite focusing on technical skills. That's why our team is quite compartmentalized. So by the first time that a problem arises regarding tech, so we go to Jed. With packaging, we go to Denler. Now with operations, we go to Frasia. So basically, so far we don't have internal conflicts with that or problems because I think this is a huge huge tip for everyone that team composition is really essential. If you're starting a startup, diba, syempre, it's not just simply your technical skills, but I think their commitment to be with me here is huge.
And as the CEO, kumbaga ikaw yung dapat din na, parang ikaw yung may responsible na, yun nga, for the team composition and the team,
Yes.
really making the team work, kumbaga.
Actually, we had this is a funny story because I think it's just a random. I asked everybody to do a personality test I think last Sunday.
Ano personality test
Because I
yan?
was just bored. It's
Okay. MBTI. Sige nga, ano
Yeah.
mga MBTI ninyo? Sige.
So after I asked, I am ENFJP A.
Oh, okay. That's the champion. That's the...
So the rest of them, they're T, so they have different lang. So I think Freyja is
Chika.
ISTJ?
ISTJ.
Yeah, the logistician, yes.
Yeah.
ISTJ.
Then
Very strict and very, ano,
And
rigorous din.
an INFP.
Oh, wow. The mediate, ang tawag ito? Mediator. Yeah. The, ano din yan, very ideal and very creative, yes. And
On my end, ENFJ. So,
Same kayo.
ENFJ T. So, A siya, T ako. Pero, more similar.
yeah, ENFJs are ano, parang champions eh. Parang mga ano nga rin yan eh. Boss, although ang difference sa ENTJ is mas ano, advocate, kumbaga. And I'm guessing here sa packaging meets advocacy din. No? Like,
Yes.
ako, share ko din sa akin. I am INFJ actually. INFJ. So, yeah, medyo yung J na ikaw. But, introvert na kayo. And tayo, medyo magkalayo tayo. But,
so when we did that, I actually made an analyzer for it.
that's good after that.
We were able to analyze our weaknesses, our strengths, and actually what's written there on the report actually reflects on how we work.
Yeah.
So
actually, yes. Tama,
so
actually,
I think we were able to assess on our weaknesses and actually we were able to connect with each other more because we know to navigate their weaknesses. At the same time, the strengths were quite exciting, man,
Yeah.
with regards to each and everyone because I think their skill set really equates to their personalities. So that's a huge thing for us. So
Ayun. Hindi pa pala natin nakwento kung paano kayo napunta sa Sipugad TBI. So paano nga ba kayo napunta dito? But yeah, maybe let's make it a bit quick. Sama ko
Okay.
na lang din.
So Sipugan TBI was established last year. So actually, I didn't plan on joining startup. Our TBI manager and our project leader keeps on insisting you become CEO, you do CEO stuff, you establish your own startup. But then there's a hackathon, there's a central launch. Basically, that's the event. I didn't really join, not until last January only, when we were able to filter out the list of startups that there's no packaging in the mix, and of course the integration of software engineering in the mix. So that's one thing that we've considered. So what made me join is actually, one is the need, second is the pressure, third is I have quite realized the potential of the startup when it comes not only to scaling but in terms of the impact to the community. So I made that decision to join last January only, end of January 2025. Then I decided to hop in the team. Then the funny thing also, when we hopped in the team, we had also what do you call this? A courtesy meeting with the president of CPU, which is, I think he's really also happy to have a startup with that focuses on the banners of not just Sipugat but also
Actually,
CPU.
kasi kayo ang magle-lead ng ano, di ba? The only packaging engineering course dito, and kayo ang magle-lead sa mga na parang commercialization nito, yung parang really making it a business, making it mainstream. So actually, it's a big opportunity and it's also a big responsibility on your end na kayo ang packaging startup ng CPU. But, ayun, sige, anything to add or all good? Sige, siguro,
Introducing Aim High. Smarter construction management starts here. Monitor costs and progress with real-time insights. Plan ahead and adapt with streamlined scheduling tools. Make data-driven decisions to avoid costly delays. Increase efficiency and profit with Aim High.
ayun no, so thank you sa pag-share ng kwento and let's pack up na this conversation.
Yes.
Wow. Wrap up dapat pero pack up ang ginamit natin. Vision na lang siguro for pack up. Ano ba yung parang nakikita nyo in maybe 5 years, sige, in 5 years time? Do you see really getting lots and lots of MSME clients dito sa Iloilo or maybe even outside nga? So ano bang inyong plans?
So what basically our vision is not just simply to cater MSMEs. We want it to expand globally. So I think with the span of 5 years, with the reputation that we're quite doing right now, as a startup, we're quite agile in terms of our operations right now. So I think the vision really here is not just simply to do packaging. We want it to be sort of the packaging development center of the Philippines.
Yes.
So
Okay yun.
let
Sisikat
us
ang Pilipinas
make
for
what
that.
they call this Western Visayas the leading industry in terms of packaging and technology, because we're not just doing packaging, we're also integrating technology. So that's a huge factor for us.
And by the way, saktong-sakto, no? Kasi si CPU, nalaman ko lang din nung recently, na Central Philippine University, kaya siya Central Philippine kasi ito ang gitna ng Pilipinas.
Yes.
So, kayo ang gitna ng packaging. Kayo ang gitna ng...
So we have this, what you call this, a funny story. Everybody says that the flagpole of CPU is the center of the Philippines.
Okay. I think, di ba? Based on yung parang talagang boundaries ni
Yes.
Philippines. So, ito ang gitna. By the way, so balak nung gawin parang full-time ito after graduation. And kailan mag-graduate? So, senior na kayo, no? So, do you plan to do it full-time or... Kasi baka may nakikinig na mga investors na baka interested to work with you. So,
Yes, so definitely no. Right now, we're at the stage that we're trying to raise funds. So, as we mentioned, we want to grow fast, scale fast. And in order for us to do that, we need to raise money. So, if ever there's an opportunity opportunity that we could connect on that topic, that would be really appreciated.
Yeah, and it's possible kasi if ever you get investment, I think you can go full time. So
Yes,
open naman kayo sa
definitely.
ganun, no?
Definitely.
And ayun. So, thank you so much for this conversation with Backup. It's very insightful din. I'm happy to learn about packaging. So, thank you for sharing those knowledge and thank you for sharing your story actually. Paano kayo nagkabudulan? If our listeners want to know more information about Backup, maybe may investor nga or maybe merong MSME in Iloilo man or even in anywhere in the Philippines. So, how can they contact you? Maybe you can lead them to the website if you already have or social media channels.
Okay, for MSMEs out there, if you want to scale your packaging, if you want to let your products be seen in the shelves, contact us. You can visit our website, backup.ph, or you can email us at matt.hinito@backup.ph. And you can contact us on the phone number 094567700792. Or if you're just nearby, just visit Sipugad TBI.
Shout out to Sipugad TBI. And thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you sa mga nakinig. Salamat.
Thank you very much to our 57 patrons. This episode is super powered by AskXPH Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and more. Founders Launchpad, our ecosystem partner. Early stage accelerator providing venture capital funding, operational support, and mentorship. Gumdrop Lab, creating scalable apps to transform your ideas into digital experiences. Cloud CFO, tech-forward cloud-based accounting service provider for businesses. Cloverly Tech, all-in-one digital platform for property developers. Body Beaties, accessible and personalized diabetes self-management application. HKB Digital Services, tech-based business tools including payroll, ticketing, and loyalty rewards. Hyperstocks, digital banking enabler for rural and thrift banks. One CFO, CFO services, bookkeeping and tax, and payroll processing for startups and small businesses. Unawa, driving digital transformation with secure, legally enforceable electronic signatures and robust AML compliance. Schooltech, all-in-one AI integrated school and learning management system. Better Support, a Manila-based BPO company. They are offering a referral program for anyone who can bring in new clients. Let us know if you know any Western-based business that might have a need. Britana, cloud-based enterprise-grade ERP solution that fits a small and medium business budget. Wonder Brand, data science-driven brand strategy and design company for emerging markets. Fail Coach, business training, coaching, and consulting for startups and SMEs who are scaling or finding product market fit. Drive Manila, Philippines' largest peer-to-peer car rental community. East Point Business Outsourcing Services, one-stop shop for streamlined business solutions for MSMEs such as business registration, bookkeeping, and more. Doon, Philippines' first fully insured peer-to-peer car sharing marketplace. Hire Business Solutions, provider of the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. DVCo Technologies Incorporated, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. Mata Technologies, Philippines' premier provider of virtual tours and maps for LGUs, real estate, tourism, and private businesses. Looking for buy and sell online with Sigurado sellers. NutriCoach, personalized nutrition and weight loss programs for you. This episode is powered by Pareto Consulting, Jure.ph, Big Giant Games, Pahatid PH, Wishless PH, Tech Tribe, Yay, Uplift Code Camp, Board Prep, Dohe Philippines, Edfolio, Hive Rooms, Kazam, Code Sham, Sirius MD. Support the podcast through the link in the description.